Welcome! In today's session, we will focus on LO3, be able to plan research projects. We will explore advanced research methods in tourism and hospitality, learning how to systematically plan studies, from defining the research problem to sharing your findings, ensuring your projects are methodologically sound and insightful. The first step in planning your research project is to identify a clear and specific topic. This should address a gap in existing literature or a practical issue in tourism and hospitality. For example, consider the impact of social media marketing on tourist destination choices. Formulate precise research questions and objectives to guide your study. Ensure these questions are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Choose an appropriate research methodology to effectively address your questions. Decide between quantitative, qualitative, or mixed methods based on your research problem. For instance, surveys can gather data on millennial tourists' responses to social media marketing. Qualitative approaches might involve interviews with marketing professionals. Mixed methods can combine these for deeper insights. Identify your target population and select a suitable sampling method. This ensures your study is representative and findings are generalizable. For example, focus on millennials aged 25 to 40 who traveled for leisure recently. Use stratified random sampling to ensure diversity in demographics. This approach enhances the reliability of your research outcomes. Design reliable and valid instruments for data collection. This may include questionnaires for surveys and interview guides for qualitative research. For instance, a survey could explore social media usage and travel decisions. An interview guide might focus on strategies in social media marketing. Developing effective tools is critical for gathering accurate data. Establish a detailed timeline for data collection to keep your research on track. Begin with pilot testing of your instruments in the first month. Conduct surveys and interviews in the following months. Ensure ethical considerations, like informed consent and confidentiality, are addressed. This planning ensures a smooth data collection process. Outline your data analysis plan to determine how you'll process and interpret data. For quantitative data, use statistical analysis software like SPSS or R. Qualitative data can be analyzed thematically to identify key patterns. This plan helps in systematically deriving insights from the collected data. Proper analysis is crucial for credible research outcomes. Compile your findings into a comprehensive research report. Include sections like introduction, methodology, results, and discussion. Present your findings at academic conferences and publish in journals. Share insights with relevant stakeholders like tourism boards. Dissemination ensures your research contributes to the field's body of knowledge. The interpretivist paradigm focuses on understanding meanings and experiences. It uses qualitative methods to explore subjective experiences and cultural contexts. For example, study the impact of cultural heritage tourism on local communities. Use methods like in-depth interviews and participant observation. This approach provides rich, detailed insights into social dynamics. A literature review covers existing studies and identifies knowledge gaps. It frames your research within the broader academic discourse. For instance, review studies on cultural heritage tourism's social impacts. This step is vital for contextualizing your research problem. A thorough review guides your study's direction and focus. In-depth interviews provide rich, detailed data and insights. They involve one-on-one conversations exploring participants' perspectives. This method is flexible and allows for emerging themes. However, it can be time-consuming and resource-intensive. For example, interview hotel managers about sustainable practice challenges. Focus groups involve guided discussions with multiple participants. They explore collective views and generate rich data through interaction. This method is efficient for gathering diverse insights. However, dominant participants may influence discussions. For example, a focus group with tourists can explore cultural heritage site perceptions. Surveys and questionnaires are structured tools for data collection. They often use closed-ended questions for statistical analysis. This method is efficient for gathering data from large populations. However, it may lack depth due to its structured nature. For instance, use surveys to measure customer satisfaction in hotels. Experiments manipulate variables to observe effects on a dependent variable. They establish causal relationships and are highly controlled. However, artificial settings may limit real-world applicability. For example, test different pricing strategies on hotel booking rates. Experiments are resource-intensive but provide precise measurements. Mixed methods combine quantitative and qualitative approaches. They provide a comprehensive understanding of the research problem. This method offers a complete picture by merging numerical data with contextual insights. However, it can be complex and time-consuming. For example, study social media marketing's impact using surveys and interviews. A project plan ensures a structured approach to research. It includes defining the problem, conducting a literature review, and designing methodology. The plan should also cover data collection, analysis, and reporting. A clear timeline provides a roadmap for completing each phase. This structured approach ensures efficient research execution. Phase 1 involves planning the research problem and design. Phase 2 focuses on developing instruments and obtaining approvals. Phase 3 includes conducting pilot studies and main data collection. Phase 4 entails data cleaning and analysis. Phases 5 and 6 cover reporting findings and dissemination. Now, you have the tools to effectively manage and grow tourism and hospitality projects. Should you have any questions, you're welcome to message us on WhatsApp at 07-48436-1688. See you at the next session. Thank you for your time.